One banana
They know how to peel a banana.
Sure.
They've been doing it for a couple years.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I think, here comes Matt.
Matt's coming too.
Gang's all here. Day 10. Well, final day. Today's day for polish and hopefully some Easter eggs and getting some of the stuff done on that list. Got a lot of stuff done this weekend. Thank you for everybody who came in or worked at home. Yeah, so I don't know. This has been a great experience. Thank you guys so much for all of your hard work and for going along with this crazy idea. Well, great job, team.
Thank you. You've been awesome.
Yeah, John.
Thanks for joining me on this journey. Final day. Let's package it up. Make it good. It is good. Let's make it even gooder.
So this is the last day. The game's really shaped up a lot. We should probably do a quick playthrough after this and just take a look and divvy up like what's left and just have a go at it. But I think it's looking good. So I know you guys should totally play through today. Lee's posted some amazing
First thing I did was
screenshots.
name myself and then make a stamp that it was an accompanying visual. Yeah, I mean, there's really there's a certain litmus test for player expression in games.
Yeah.
And this one passes. So
Yeah.
The whole weekend I was doing that. I was like, how wacky can I get here? Oh.
Yeah.
It changes the game completely.
Yeah,
depending
no,
on what you
it
put
really
in
does.
there. So.
Just for extra detail.
It has a lot of replay
Yeah, I have some
value.
requests for Cintiq support. Yeah. I want some pressure sensitivity with my strokes.
You always do.
That actually didn't mean to sound dirty. That was just like a legitimate art thing.
Hey guys, this is it. This is gonna be the shortest stand-up we've ever had. We should just like get in and get out. We have to close down the build at 4. 4 is okay with you, right? Okay.
Wait, who made that decision? Well, I think it's mostly code for code.
Yeah, we can add some textures and stuff, right?
Down the build either.
Textures?
Like
Sure,
everything
textures are
that
okay.
goes in after
Textures?
that.
Okay, good.
Any change can break things. That's how it goes, right? But
Yeah.
so we
We're
wanna
allowed to polish textures.
right.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess
Low risk.
my recommendation would be to at least get all the assets in, and then if we just change them, that should be okay.
So we just, Dan and I just sent out a list of all the tasks we need to do today, and let's get cracking on that. Okay.
It's good.
Okay, let's do it.
Style, Derek.
Last day, buddy. Do you have a lot of stuff to do?
I don't, but everyone else does.
Yeah, should we chill out? Should we nap?
Well, so I will sit and stress. Did y'all see MNEMONIC's stand-ups today?
What'd they do?
They were just like, let's sit down and let's leave. It was just like boop boop. And I was like,
That's a pretty good
we should do that too.
That's a pretty good system. Well, see ya.
Are we doing some kind of playthrough today? Should we actually?
Yeah, right after this.
Oh yeah? Okay, cool.
That's the most important thing, to see if we can do that real fast so we can see how
See what's going on.
broken it is and then see if we can what we can do today to fix some of that stuff. The goal today is to make it function and not be annoying. And like
Sounds like a
to
great
not
plan.
be annoying. That's all I think.
If I were to load it up, can I talk to all the dudes yet, or can they like interact? Cool.
Yeah, the critical path is kind of fragile, and it's sort of like a lot of overlapping SUs. It's everything from maybe the chat script doesn't fire the right tag at the right place, or a monologue doesn't run as long as it needs to. So there's just like a lot of individual things, all of which once we shave all of them off, it should be a lot more solid. But yeah, I think it's just a matter of I think we need to not be doing new features today and need to be focusing on shaving off the rough edges.
And break. Right?
That was the fast one.
Yeah, it's a good place.
Drew punctuates.
Does anybody else notice that the song that he plays out of his boombox is loosely based off of Push It Real Good?
Okay.
Do we have the capability to make them be 3 meters apart from each other, so they'd just be all surrounding you like that?
We can get to that.
We should probably just make a big punch list of all of the things that stand out to us, and then separately prioritize.
Yeah.
It's so confusing if you don't know the story already, like we all do, and you don't know what to do next.
Yeah.
Which makes me think that we should keep the skip key in there and like document it in the text file that we send with it or something so that people can progress. Because right now I don't think you can intuitively progress through the game. I think it's impossible unless you know what we know about it.
Yeah, I think that's true.
But if you can skip through stuff, and people will know that because they'll read the stuff, then that's fine, I think. Just so they can see it. They can see it.
We'll do this easily.
Are you talking about skipping through
dialogue?
It doesn't.
Don't you actually have to prompt him to make him
You
go
still
to
have
the
to give
house?
them the right inputs.
So-
Like, it's not a skip as in,
Why
like,
don't we
cheat your
put-
way through the game.
Like, what if we put in, like, someone had this idea, like, what if we put in a line that when you type it, like, warps you to the house?
We can just add cheats, for sure.
Effectively cheats through, like, I don't know.
Well, it sounds like what we want is a skip button that skips through chapter breaks.
It seems like
That's what
it seems like a
asking
slippery
for.
slope, though.
Yeah. But that's what he's asking for, so.
Why do you say slippery slope?
Because it kind of means that we're giving up on making it playable.
It kind of isn't playable.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the
that's why
question.
we're doing this playthrough, right? It's like the question is, is there
Yeah,
anything we can do that would
make
make,
it
is there anything we
playable
can
by
do
the
that
end
would
of
make a
today?
normal person that's not in this room get to the house without,
Yeah,
like,
it
that's
does
the
feel like
question.
there should be simple, hopefully easy key changes we can make that are hand-holdy like this, but not as hand-holdy and can step you through a little bit. But it does seem like there's also some bugs like that may be tough to track down that are making it just confusing in general.
I mean, I guess it's really a question for you about how hard you want it to be, because I think the original pitch is pretty hardcore, right? Like, it's like most players won't
We
get
should
far
make
enough.
it as fun as possible for people who are experimenting with this prototype. And I think for it to be fun, they need to be able to progress, most importantly. So this shouldn't be hard. This is almost like watching a movie at this point, I think, which is fine for the prototype, I think.
Okay.
We should just lead them through it as easily as possible.
So our goal would be for as many people playing the prototype as possible to see the full critical path.
I think so. Okay. I think the alternative isn't fun. It's only discouraging and brutal and not fun. And as much of a, I think we did a lot and it's really cool. But yeah, I think we should just lead them through it for this.
Okay. It's fine. There's just a lot of big pieces that we hoped would just all like glue together at the last second, and they might, like, if we put all our time into it, they may have done that, but we hedged our bets, and so we cut a lot of like the dynamic sandboxy stuff in the second act. And so it ends up just kind of, it's being like a string of cutscenes, which tells the story, which is important. I mean, that was the thing, right? Like, we didn't want it to be super like procedural and sandboxy and broken, and you not see the story. And so this way, like, you'll get the story out of it, which is important, but it's a little bit, whatever. We tried to do a lot. We didn't get a lot done. We didn't get all of it done. Penn's been pretty understanding. Like, he's been pretty, like, he's excited with what we've got done with it, and he really wants to tell the story, and so he's kind of conceded that we can hand wavy away the prototype parts and just kind of say, hey, this is a prototype. Like there's a couple parts where you can chat with them still, and so if you just imagine that and then, just wipe it over the entire game, like, that's what the full game would be. And, he's embraced kind of like the idea that this is a prototype. Hopefully we can just communicate that to the rest of the company, like what the story could be and what like the whole thing could be if it was all done.
Too ambitious for 2 weeks?
It was too ambitious, but I was one of the biggest proponents of trying to do the whole thing. Like, I wanted the whole thing to be in the whole 3 acts because the story doesn't mean much if you don't do the whole thing. And so all of us knew, we've all done this plenty of times, like all of us knew it was too much work, but we had to try for all of it because it's just a better story if it's all there. And so it's not that surprising that we got to this point and we had to trim off some of the parts. It would have been amazing if we would have tried to do the whole thing and we would have gotten the whole thing. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not disappointed in it. Yeah. If it sucks, I'll just claim I was on Bad Golf Community Edition the whole time. I'm sure those would be good.
Pretty much we're just trying to make the game work from start to finish. It's kind of working. Kind of works. It kind of works. Still a lot of work to do. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like people will be working on this till they literally can't work on it anymore, like physically can't work on it. I think that, which is scary because it's tough. Like that's one thing with Amnesia Fortnight is if you're getting a lot of work done at the last minute, there's a lot of possibilities for error. When you actually play the game, you haven't tested all the like edge cases and stuff like that. So there may be like things that stop you from being able to proceed forward and stuff like that just because we didn't have time to like try it and interact with it and sort of stress test it and stuff like that. I just realized I gotta fucking move my car because I'm gonna get a ticket.
Like on a 2-year project, like, or you might have 2 months at the end of the project where everything comes together. And so you're working on it, and then 2 months from the end of the project, you're like, oh my God, we have so much work to do, and you kind of have to scramble, and like something magical always happens in that last 2 months that takes this like kind of like half-formed game into something that you could actually ship and like show people. And we were talking about it, and we realized that it just scales exactly like to the 2-week period. So now we've got this 2-week period, and like today is the equivalent of like the last month of like a 2-year project. So like, yeah, so it actually totally makes sense that everything would be coming together over the next few hours. It's like just a microcosm of what happens on a bigger game. We all had our valleys of despair, right, Patrick?
Yep.
We're all through the valleys of despair.
Yep.
Heading towards the meadows of
Sleep.
Sleep?
Endless sleep. The meadows of endless sleep.
Endless sleep. I can't wait. I can almost taste them. Yeah. I mean, I'm face down in the meadow, so there's like dewdrops and stuff. It's dripping into my mouth.
That'll be fine, right?
It's fine. So cool. We might see that this game is sitting on a black screen for a little bit longer, depending on how much assets
because
there
you're
are.
preloading all the assets.
Yeah, you know what would be nice if could we do it asynchronously? Could we just say like start loading all the assets?
Yeah.
Just don't block it, I guess. And then by the time you get to the first door, it's mostly probably gonna be there.
Yeah, we've done that.
We did that on Monster for the Monster as well, where while the intro cutscene was playing, we would basically load in the book and all the other stuff.
Yeah, we did.
And you couldn't cancel the intro until everything was loaded. That's kind of funny. Making games is funny.
Last day, man.
And then we'll figure it out.
Yeah. It's always a crash landing, right? Like, it's 2 weeks. It's set up to be a crash landing. Everybody's crash landing right now, I think. I don't think in the history of AF, no one has ever come in the last day and been like, looks like we're good. And be like, you want to just take the rest of the day off? Like, we're just shipping it. It's because, I don't know. It's like the nature of video games. You can always make them better, It's never done. And in 2 weeks, it's definitely never done. But yeah, everything's like in there. Like a lot of people working on the weekend, getting a lot of stuff in, and it's looking really good. The lighting's awesome, and it's all black and white, and yeah. We just have to plow through the list today, and like there's really nothing new going in the game today, which is good. It's just fixing all the stuff that's in there, and then finishing the animation. I think that's the biggest thing that will help it make sense.
You under pressure, Dan?
Yeah. Yeah, there is pressure, no doubt. We have a lot of content to get in within like a few hours. So whatever we get in, we get in at the end of the day. And so like I'm making this really dumb run cycle and trying to get this done within like 10 minutes. And hopefully this will work. So I'll just plug this in, and it won't look perfect, but it'll look like more than just her translating around the cutscene. You like it? Okay. Well then I'm gonna hit save right now, and I'm gonna import it into this scene.
So right now I'm trying to test the surveillance and the search functionality. So unfortunately, since we're a bit cramped for time, I kind of have to play through a lot of the game to get there. But that's good because it tests, all the different things that we can do. So, we just got this Rolodex stuff for extra space. Standing edicts. The clock is like showing the actual time as it's progressing, and there's a bit of delay now where the lights show up. I had this like cool fade thing so that the text just it flows pretty naturally. There's lots of little polish things that we've been adding lately. Fixing lots of crashes too. That's been like the two main things. Just trying to rein in the content and just make everything solid. Some of this is a little bit hairy, but I think it'll work this time. And a lot of this is just very, low level, like just digging through these systems, making sure that everything is formatted correctly, because there's a lot of data, so much of the game is data driven that, if anything is out of place or misspelled, then it can just be really catastrophic. So, especially now that we're all kind of in a rush, it's good to make sure that we get this stuff right.
Going to go back. I'm talking if you knock them left or right.
And then that'll be it. It's like my last thing on the list. So it's a little crazy. Yeah, it's almost over.
I'm burnt. I'm pretty burnt. But right now I'm trying to get the ministers talking. So that's my hunter voice. Okay. So I'm trying to think of how to make him sarcastic. All right. He looks like this. He's very indignant. So yeah, this will be fun, guys. Thank you. And what I'm doing after that is kind of intercomming him. This guy's a bastard. This is awesome. Okay.
All the guys were attacking at once. Like, we'd spawn a bunch of guys close to you during like the millhouse section, and they'd all manage to get in range at about the same time, and they'd all swing and hit you simultaneously. Instead of putting in like a sophisticated system for that, I just hacked in a global variable that everyone updates whenever they do an attack, and so there's a global cooldown where people aren't allowed to attack you more often than every half second. Today is pretty much a lot of like little polish, little tweaks and hacks. Like, none of it's really like on the grand systemic level because we're supposed to be playing it tomorrow, so it's a lot of little fixes like, all right, if I hit him in the back, he should play this death anim, and not a lot of like cool systems. One thing we might put in, we've added the eating, and if we have time, our stretch goal is pooping. We're reaching for the stars. Right now, I'm hooking up directional deaths and special case deaths. Until now, we've always played the same death, no matter where the goblin, what do we call them, Grex. Wherever the Grex get hit from, we've been playing the same death. And then we also have another custom death for the water wheel. It's actually supposed to crush them. So we haven't been using any of those, and we're trying to use those now. Oh, I just have to fix a bug. Right now they're playing, in fact, the opposite of the death anim that we want to play. The naming is fairly confusing. There's direction backward and direction forward, and it's unclear whether it's when the guy's going forward or when you hit him from the front, and then in that case he goes backwards. It's so confusing. In fact, we have a part of the code where if one of them is defined and the other one isn't, it picks the one from the opposite direction because it just assumes that the person putting it in screwed up. So we have a hack for how confusing it is. I'm just going to change that real quick. Let's see if I can get the directional attack. This guy's been lobotomized, so he won't... yeah, okay. Well, actually, we won't know until he dies. Oh, so it's still the wrong one there. You can see he's using the... So it'll look really good if I'm using a little bit longer. Yep, flies right through the horse.
All right, now? No, I think we're looking pretty good. We're kind of in a sort of nice to have place now. So we're just kind of going down the list of things that would be nice to have or that we want to polish up, fixing some bugs. So yeah, I think it's good. Not stressed.
We're gonna get this.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna get it.
I've got a bunch of check boxes. None of them are checked yet, but we'll get all of them and the game will be awesome.
We will.
So, the first half of the game, we're trying to focus as much as we can on the dynamic nature of the conversation system. But we also have to make it so that it's sort of easy to get to the second and third portions of the game, which are just as big, just more traditional and easy to get through. But this stuff, it's like a giant puzzle to try and figure out who you're supposed to talk to, what you're supposed to say to them, and there's 5 or 6 of those points. So even once those are all working, it's going to be hard for the player. But what's happening right now is sometimes it's just not working.
Are you what's your plan? Are you working?
My plan
You're
is,
gonna go home.
told my wife, don't expect to see me ever again. So when she does, she'll be super happy. No,
sounds alright.
Last day of AF, I expect to be here.
Okay. Anyway. No, sounds great, man.
Yep, alright. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there, Pen. It's gonna be amazing, buddy.
Sweet. I'll check in our final
Hey, look,
work. Looks so good.
3 hours before the end, and the pink buds are pink.
Maybe we should change it.
Yeah.
We should change it
You
just
know,
to fuck with.
we should make them. We should make them
like
blue.
green.
Yeah. I think purple's good.
Just be like, we decided that your idea was almost perfect.
Yeah. The only problem was the pink. Really. I mean, once we made them orange, man, the game's just smooth sailing.
Oh, that's what all the bugs were from.
Dave and I at this point have done 4 hours of polish on the second and third act, and that's looking super solid now.
This is looking a lot better.
The only real problem that we're running into is the specific problem we're running into with the once you get into the house is performance. It's real bad
Just
on
by
some
the time
machines.
you get there?
So there is an issue where CPU tanks the longer you play the game.
Right.
CPU additionally tanks just in a binary way when you enter the house.
On my machine, I'm getting 15, 20 frames a second.
We're also apparently frame rate limited on cutscene playback, and nobody knows
It
why.
assumes 30 frames a second, I thought.
Which
Okay.
it shouldn't. I mean, that's not how we should rule. It's not how cutscene system should work.
Right.
Then we have a really weird issue where the buds render impossibly slow, but only on your system so far. Weird. And then the mysterious CPU tank town.
Could the CPU thing be, Benny, you throwing off coroutines or something? I mean...
It almost is certainly something like that. There's some array somewhere that's growing unboundedly, and we iterate over
The
everything.
only things that are weird is I put things on the anim stack, but
that's
it should. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, those things. If there's an anim at a level on the anim stack and you throw another one on, it just boots the last one off.
That's the only. That was the only unbounded thing that I don't check against, but I'm pretty sure.
Do you want to work on performance with me if you're?
I mean, sure, I can.
I mean, I'm not sure. I don't think it's the highest. Like, I just don't think performance is the highest priority. I think it'll become the highest priority around midnight.
Yep.
Yeah, and it certainly becomes a high priority tomorrow and Wednesday and the day before we send this to people who are going to play it. I mean, like, we could get by tomorrow with an optimization problem, but that's not really an excuse to not fix it.
But now that you guys know about it, I'll just keep working on it. And if someone wants to work on it, I'm available.
Yeah, I can help on optimization for a little bit then. Okay. I feel like I shouldn't be doing that because there's other stuff to do, but
Yeah, I kind of feel weird about it too. But why don't we just time box it? 20 minutes.
Okay.
It's getting tiring. The continual things stop working. But I think we've got a solid plan. We're going to make it happen. We agreed to a whole lot of things to make this game awesome. I don't know. I'm really tired. How late are you guys going to be here?
As late as you guys are.
Okay. Well, it's going to be one of those nights, I think.
So come back at like midnight?
Yeah, and then you'll see a different answer, I'm sure.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Heading out.
This is
Very
looking
cool.
amazing. You guys really captured an awesome character,
Yeah.
multiple characters.
It was a pleasure
in this
working on it.
2 weeks, so I'm excited to show it off to people.
It was a fun opportunity to work on horses finally. Like,
yeah.
I think every animator wishes to work on some kind of quadruped at some point. Maybe not wishes, but
You're the first one that I've ever heard
then,
wishing that.
Wishes and then like regrets it afterwards.
That should.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Awesome. You guys knocked it out of the park. Killed it.
You knew
and
you wanted it. That
I'm
was
glad
good.
we got the boy stuff going today
Ray
too.
even
Because
got
he
the
looks
little
a lot
like Twitch.
Oh, a
little
couple
horse
of
Twitch
in there.
Yeah.
Once in a while.
Yeah. My wife was playing the other day, and
Muscles
when she turned the camera on and just watched the idol for a second, when the ears started moving, she was just like, "Oh,
That's cool." The
She
ears.
freaked out. So
Yeah.
it's fantastic.
Nice.
All
That'll be
right.
fun. Cool. Thanks, John.
Sweet. Well, have a good night.
All right. We'll see
Thank
you.
your family.
Yeah, we'll see you in the morning.
Yeah.
It'll go by fast. All right, guys. Good night.
She actually didn't complain about the combat in this game. We're good. Day 10.
We're all finished.
We have a game. Woo!
You can take the head off now.
I don't think I want to. I was just talking, like, I think having something that's special that you put on when it's go time helps. We'll see.
Pretty awesome, though.
It's super awesome. I mean, just to see this go from a little 30-second video and some ideas into something you can play and be like, yeah, this is cool. This is fun. Yeah, we, let's see here. Had a list of things to do today. Kind of red was probably 1, yellow is probably 2, green is probably 3. And still have a couple things there, but most of those are either done or we decided not to do them because here's all the stuff that we did do today. Yeah. So a lot of stuff. That was great. And you got a couple Easter eggs and things in, which may be on this episode or whatever. We'll see. Hey. So, came in here to ask you about one more sound. We're doing the poop. Like, we're getting hooked up. It's gonna be awesome. Funny's doing a little effect. We just need a little, just something. Doesn't have to be too cartoony. It's just one more sound. Are you with me? Can we do this? You're on camera.
You know how many sounds I've made already? Jeez.
Or I can record it, or I can find one to put in the game.
How
But I
might
want
you
for
record
sure.
this? That might be an interesting procedure.
The threat is...
I don't know how much pooping or farting things I have anyway. That's usually not something that we do.
Really? Really? This is kind of an Easter egg.
I'll type in poop. Let's see if I have anything.
There you go. Boom, you have it.
Okay.
You have a bunch of it. What? You're just lying to me. Look at this.
Done.
Okay.
So what I can do is I can put all these in a file for you, and then you can hook
I can
them up
hook up the
because
sound cue?
I still have to mix the game.
That sounds great. Toss them my way. Get it in there.
Jeez. Okay, the horse will poop.
What are you looking at there?
Oh God.
What is that?
This is horse poop. We're getting some horse poop effects. Some days, you know, my job is pretty shitty. But today's not one of those days.
You bet.
So tempting. Which ones? Oh, this looks good. God damn it. Jesus. Yeah, that's good. That's great. That's what I'm looking for. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying is like it was just that I hadn't seen it.
Right now? Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for Anna on. Just to kind of proof over the last few bits of stuff that I squeezed in. Just wrote like the last scenario that kind of closed the game out. And since we cut Era 3, we had to kind of redo the end of Era 2 to make it feel finished. You know. It does, as well as can be done in a 2-week period. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult when you're writing. It's like it ebbs and flows. You kind of, sometimes you're in the mood and it just pours out of you, and sometimes you have to just stare into the abyss until something comes. So in a 2-week period, there's only so many of those, you know, flows that you get. So I feel like there were days where I was really hitting it and I got some stuff I was happy with, and then there's some stuff that feels, you know, I think in general it's serviceable, I would say, with moments of, you know, stuff that I can be proud of. But Anna seems to be happy with it, so that's what's important. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much done at this point. We're just kind of putting the finishing touches on it. So, and Anna seems to feel like it's hitting what she was hoping to get. So I hope that's how she feels. That's what she said.
That's sweet. Nice. Nice.
Cool. All right.
What do you need?
I was waiting for you.
Oh, what's up?
I just wanted to go over the last trader scenario. Did you need a thing?
Do you guys want to follow us around? Yeah, we did a playthrough earlier today, and it was like, for the first time, I was like playing it and trying to get like the overall like just alter whatever feeling of the game, like subjective feeling, and it was actually pretty cool. And it was like I was like, wow, we like pulled it off, or like, you know, whatever. So we pulled something off that was like at least akin to the idea, you know. It was pretty crazy. Yeah, and I'm still like, I was like, oh my god, it's not a disaster. You know? Game's not a disaster, you guys. It's so exciting. So hopefully people will be disappointed, I guess. The pressure was pretty intense, I think.
Just crushing it.
A little bit. I tried not to show it, but it's like, it's crazy. I mean, it's like, well, I don't know. You have to be accountable for things like failing horribly, and you know, after all of the build-up, if the game was just really shitty. I mean, some people may still think that, but at least I feel like, yeah, this isn't completely shitty. At least the art is gorgeous, you know, at least the sound is good. There's a lot to at least appreciate about it. And I think, I honestly, like, the writing is good. Like, I think there's like a lot of these pieces came together and it feels like a game. It's a prototype for a game. It's not like a full experience, if you will, but I think it gives you a taste of what a full game might look like, which is really what the prototype's about, right? And I think actually everybody did an amazing job, and it's insane how many features we got in there, so I'm pretty stoked. Like, I would not ask for more, honestly. Okay, cool. Thanks.
I feel like, I forget the last time I talked to y'all, but Thursday? Oh man, wow, it's been a long time. That's I think like right after I talked to y'all, I definitely like ran into a lot of snags and things that kind of made me realize like just how much functionality we still didn't have as far as so yeah. And I remember like, I don't know, telling y'all a bunch of high-minded crap about interactive storytelling and stuff. And I mean, I honestly can't say how close we came to a lot of those goals. I feel like we came up pretty well short, but then I don't know how people are gonna, what people's experience of playing it will be. I think you can definitely make some decisions that matter, and it feels like you're driving something. And I think that was the goal. I think the high level experience goals were that. I mean, I think aesthetically it delivers beautifully, I mean, yeah, and I think just the vibe that the original pitch talked about, absolutely, and I think maybe because of some of that, like, interactive storytelling type stuff that I was talking about, like, it's a big undertaking, and so biting off even a little bit of that, I'd be pretty proud to if people felt like we had achieved that.
I think, this game sounds simpler than some of the other games here, but I think actually it's more complex on the programming, on the system side, and I think that's one of the reasons there's still a lot to come together at the end. These guys have been cranking, and they're all really talented programmers, so I think it just sort of shows you what's going on there. It's a lot of work. All right, I'm just going to export the balcony scene from Photoshop using our custom scripts, and it goes through all these groups here. They're all organized in a certain way to make game layers out of them, and part of the export process just involves it hiding a lot of things. So I'll show you what it looks like. It takes a little while. It's a big file like this. So it starts to like strip down the file, and it starts to, it winds up saving out these intermediary files that it uses to compare to the old files to see if anything's changed, and if it has, then it updates with a new export. So you get this kind of surreal, like you see things on here that you wouldn't normally actually see in the game because they're just a layer in Photoshop that normally gets composited at the end of the day, but you see sometimes some strange things.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you again. You should stop sneaking up on me whenever we are. It's really annoying.
You're coding in VR, so that's really
I'm
amazing.
coding in VR, yeah. So I finally decided to embrace VR for fun. My wife is really upset with me because at home I'm just walking around and I keep stumbling over the furniture. It's we still have a bit way to go until VR is perfect. To be getting there.
You're doing slightly different things in different versions, or is it all the same version? And
It's all in the same game. Like basically the game detects whether or not you have an Oculus Rift dev kit attached to your computer, and if that's the case, it will use it. And if not, then you just see the 2D version. It's unfortunately, and they're working on it. It's a development kit, and but like basically the pixel density is really not high enough. And that's, again, a lot of things that people, like hardware manufacturers, are not aware of. Like, there are a lot of things that actually need to happen. Like, the resolution needs to be very high. The refresh rate of the screen inside the kind of headset needs to be extremely high. So all of those things need to happen, and they will happen, in the near future. But so it could be better, but it's already, with even that low resolution, it's pretty cool. I mean, you have some problems in a game compared to playing at regular monitor. For example, you can't really read any of the things in the newspapers. Like, you can basically have newspapers lying around in the world with kind of environmental storytelling that you can pick up and read. And it's just the resolution for the dev kit is too low to really make this work. So if we were to make this a real like VR game, then we would need to have some kind of zooming ability so you can pick up the newspaper and then actually go really close, and then just like you scan over the page to actually make it read. The only text we have in the game that you can actually read are the credits. I guess it's good. You can just barely read those. Like, they're thick enough to appear on screen, which is another lesson for VR. Don't have any thin lines in your game. anywhere because it's just not going to work well. So you can make people feel sick very, very quickly, and I don't think that should ever be the plan, because then they're just going to take off the headset and say this game sucks, and then they walk away. You don't want that. For me this is awesome, because that's exactly the kind of stuff I wanted to learn about VR, and that's part of the reason why I wanted to work on a kind of VR project doing AF, is to kind of get all those things, learn those lessons, so that if we actually do create a full VR experience later on as a game, then we already know those kind of things and we can plan for it right from the beginning. But yeah.
Yeah. So far, things are pretty good. Things are pretty
that
good.
scene looks amazing. I'm so happy with that scene. Cool. Yeah, thanks.
Congratulations.
It is looking cool.
Looks amazing.
Yeah. It looks great.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's kind of weird it happened at the last couple days. So I was kind of curious if it was going to come together at a certain point, but I think it did.
I think it was scoped really well. We did take the first few days to figure out what it was going to be, but it's only 4 very small scenes. There's only 1 character in it. There's not a ton of stuff. So I think that was really good. It's good though. I don't know if it's good. I wouldn't be that presumptuous, but it's pretty good for what we set out to do. I think I can say that with a high degree of confidence. I don't know if people are gonna get through it. I don't know if there are enough hints and stuff, and it would have been sweet to focus test it for a couple weeks and then make adjustments. But yeah, it is what it is at this point. We just gotta finish it off.
It's really interesting. I can't wait to see people play it, because I'm not really sure how they're going to react to it, or if it's even going to be decipherable, or don't know what's going on or anything. But yeah, it'll be super interesting. Yeah.
So yeah, we're basically all set up. As soon as we have a build that we're happy with, we can just upload it. You can just prop it, and then that becomes, the AF build. And then we can, if you guys want to change things afterwards, that's fine. But at least we have then time to QA it to make sure it works before we
going to the car.
Okay, I think we can do that.
Place
we could probably lock it down very soon. I want to check what Jeff is up to.
Cool.
Oh wait, he fixed it.
Yay, you can see it.
Never mind, I don't have to check what he's up to. That's done.
Yeah, it's fine, I think.
I'll upload it and then.
Okay. I will do that.
I'll do that very soon.
Yeah.
High five. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Awesome.
What's left? Just little things now. I'm doing the controller screen. This is your button to place objects and stuff. I haven't seen my girlfriend in pretty much the whole 2 weeks, so it's probably not a good thing. Yeah. She's cool with it.
She's watching every episode. Right?
Yeah, I hope not.
This is so cool.
So which one?
It's so cool.
I know, it's so awesome. Did you hear the?
It's ridiculous.
Did you hear the
I
audio
did.
thing?
What is that?
It's
thing?
awesome, right?
It's cool. That's Paul just had some extra time. Just
yeah. I was
all right.
we should get some call together.
It's really awesome. Also, who did that? What is that?
Lydia
Lydia
did all
that?
effects.
What is it?
It's all some shader bullshit.
It's amazing. It is. Shaders are bullshit. I get angry when people start talking about them because I don't understand how they work at all. That's great. You got that? Yeah, cool. Tell everybody on the internet. I don't understand shaders. What is shader? That's good, right?
I think I was super bummed out earlier today, and now that I had time to actually fix up the stuff that was really bothering me, I'm not as bummed out as I was. I've also been drinking a lot of whiskey, so that helps too. But yeah, I mean, it's always a challenge. But I think tomorrow you'll see a lot of really proud people for sure. Yeah.
Do you like the game?
Yeah, I actually like the game too, so that's nice. I think we really pulled off the look exceptionally. The graphics programming on this is amazing. Like all the projected lights, the different lighting is freaking amazing.
I mean, hats off to the artist. They made a beautiful game, and I was happy to be able to contribute some scripting to it and some programming and make it look. I mean, have it kind of try and live up to that really great atmosphere that Derek came up with.
Yeah.
That's all she wrote. That's all I have to say about that, as far as I'm concerned.
Bye, Oliver.
Yeah, I'm excited to sleep in tomorrow. I'm gonna come in late and play some video games that my friends made. And it's gonna be awesome. Yeah.
Get out of here, man. Are you done? Are you doing your interview?
Yeah.
Am I gonna mess it up?
Come here.
Am I gonna mess it up?
We were just going over the different Inception noises that we were doing.
This is terrible.
This is.
It's exciting. Tomorrow we're going to play all the games, but all I can do is worry about I've got a bunch of Broken Age work to get done because now everyone's going to say, okay, 2 weeks are over, what did you get done on Broken Age?
What did you get done?
All the stuff I was supposed to get done. It's all done. I'm just working here tonight, late, to proofread it.
This is kind of like your own Amnesia Fortnight in here.
All my information comes from documentaries. You gotta know that. I don't actually go and talk to the team. I know more about the team during this 2-week process than any other time because I'm locked in my office, supposedly writing, but I'm really just watching the documentaries. I know Penn has a weird thing about bananas that I did not know about. Didn't know about before we invited him here, but he's here already, so not much we can do about it. And then on Little Pink Best Buds, the genius of that game was kind of having an open-ended kind of promise of what it's going to be. Like, there's going to be all these pink Best Buds. They're going to be great. So, how could they really fail?
I don't know. What time is it? I think I made the longest cutscene and the most hacked up cutscene that I've ever made in my entire life. For a guy that works at Cartoon Network.
I'm tired. I feel tired. I feel, I'm working on the end cutscene. It was difficult to really to play the game, to talk to anybody. It didn't really work. It just didn't work. You would say stuff and I don't know. When I was playing, sometimes you'd be talking to one guy and then you'd ask him something else and then that dialogue would overlap the other one, so he was talking over himself, and just like little stuff like that. I don't know, but then that stuff gets fixed, like boom, and then something else is wrong, and then that gets fixed. Something else is wrong, that gets fixed. I'm sure y'all have heard this all day long.
So we're working on some last-minute details. We recorded a whole lot of dialogue for this game. And one of the things that we recorded was people being very angry. And I'm trying right now to find out why they never say their really angry lines at you. Because in this game, if you play it Doom style, which is how I prefer to play now, yeah. There we go. And then they'll get mad. And some of them will say some really hurtful things. Really hurt your feelings. Oh, he's getting mad. But he's not talking. That's what I'm working on. But we're working on just making sure that all the content that we made gets in the game. And I don't know. In the last 2 weeks, we did probably more content than I've done in 2 years here. Like, I don't know if that's true, but like, it feels that way. It certainly feels that way. We don't want to let Penn down. We don't want to let Tim down. We don't let Penn down. That's like two of my heroes. I don't want to let those dudes down. I think this game's going to be pretty hilarious. Brandon and I were talking about it, and we said basically that it probably won't be the consensus choice, but we think we've probably made the best game of all time.
Yeah, I think that's accurate.
It's not 100% there, but it's
pretty much, it's certainly one of the weirdest things I've ever seen, and that's really exciting. And yeah, so it's just be real tired for a little while longer, and then we're done. What's up, Anthony? Anthony's cranking away on chat scripts at the last minute. He's making the robots feel a little less robot-y.
I'm basically creating true artificial intelligence through scripting. It's pretty amazing. I'm my PhD, my paper's coming.
Yeah. Are you
I've
out?
been checking in animations. Are they going into the game?
How are you? What are they on?
I'm just submitting them. But I don't know if you guys split the build or anything like that.
No.
No? Okay, cool.
What are they on?
Because they're going to crash the shit out of your game.
Yay! Surprises!
You should sync right now and check out the dog guy.
Oh, God.
There's some fucking funny stuff.
Okay. All right. We're going to see what
Well-
Dave did. Oh, my God!
I don't know. That's what people do with dogs, right? Go walk up to Harry, by the way.
Harry?
Yeah, go.
All right,
find
let's go see what Harry's got.
Harry's pretty rad. One, get attention. There it is. Like I started saving over files. I'm done. My brain's done.
Yeah. Well, this was worth it right here, man.
Yeah.
This is why this is the best game ever. Because it's got this guy.
Little dog dude.
And he's just like, I'm going to do this.
Yeah, it almost looks like we did a lot of animation. It almost looks like we did a good
Oh
job.
wow, look at that puppy. What is he doing? Oh my god.
He juggles the puppy, dude.
Did you just do that?
Be careful, you could start a whole new trend.
I'm done. I think I'm done, guys.
No.
I think I'm calling it.
You mean retired from games?
Good job, guys. Good night. Good night, Anthony.
Good night, man. Hey, take it easy. Love you, man.
Good night, everybody. All right.
Whoa,
that's
hey,
enough.
sorry.
That's
Say
enough
hi,
pretty
say hi.
lips.
Good night. Yeah.
Good night,
Over.
everybody. Good night, Brad. Dave. Good night, Dave.
Good night, David.
Good night, Anthony.
May your slumber bring you dreams and prosperity.
Everyone said this already. You can't add assets at this point, so like modelers don't need to keep modeling, and animators don't need to keep animating, and it's all just on the programmers to have to like fix it at this point.
I need a shitload of scotch for doing this.
Yep. What have you done?
It's under the magazines.
All right, it looks like the build's done. I'm going to get latest.
Do it.
I'm going to get latest. Here it goes. It is generating code.
Yawn. Let's do this.
Just fucking hit F5. Just use the laptop.
Bam! The Skillman hammer just.
Is this supposed to be our actual like playthrough? Like
Yeah, this is it.
This is our actual play. This is as actual to a playthrough as we'll ever get.
He wanted to work through it. He wanted to finish the credits.
Pen's doing credits. Super nice. It's linking.
Christ, Burbank, while I'm young.
It's gonna crash.
All right.
Hey, it's a game. It's a window at least.
I don't want to be buds. I don't want to be your bud.
I'm like Linterp, y'all.
I want to be your bud.
Wait, what the fuck, Ben?
What?
You can't just type yes. No one is gonna fucking type yes.
Oh, he just want to be your best friend.
It's Randy Savage.
And the foot just sank into his face. His head just turned into mush.
Oh my god!
Yes, forever.
Oh my god.
That's so fucked up.
What the fuck is happening? Hey! Yes! Fuck yes! That is bonkers. Can't believe that goes full circuit.
Holy shit. Alright, so
the whole alignment was
Shit.
on. The camera. Yeah, it sounded fun. I heard it from over here. Finishing up the credits. I drew everybody and the character that they voiced.
Is this the final thing you have to do on the game?
Yeah, it's the last thing I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna plug it into the end cutscene that I storyboarded. And then this will scroll, man. Scroll. C-Man! Let's bring it back around.
crunching hard for this fecal effect. I'm proud and embarrassed at the same time. Oh my god, it's really gross.
It's pretty runny.
Yeah, it's pretty wet. Yeah, it's not quite PG right now. I'm trying to make it a little more PG. This tool is kind of shitty right now. The fucking puns on this project. Oh, wait, that's not good.
Oh my god.
That's great. That is so much. That's great. Let's keep going with that. Let's keep going with that.
Oh my god.
Let's keep seeing where that goes.
I think you need to use proportional velocity constrained particles for those.
Oh my god, that's a great idea.
Get the alignment accurate.
That.
Yeah, just billboard particles. Billboard particles just don't do it justice.
Oh, here it comes. Let it go.
Yeah. I like
Yeah. Poop, you got it.
This is what Panya does at 10 p.m.
I haven't even started
the
drinking
last
yet.
day.
Oh, it's classic Panya.
That's how it goes faster. It's a speed boost.
Oh my god.
Is that other one trying to eat it?
Oh yeah, that's get out of there, horsey. I lost all my save data now. I gotta remake the normal shit. As much as I want to ship this, I don't think we can.
Okay, that was the final shit reveal with Panya. It's good. You don't want to know, man. Just wait for the episode.